What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm back with Kira Bug. She's back. She was gone last week. And today we're reviewing episode 27 of Dragon Ball Super. And I'm excited. I'm very excited. Look how excited she is. Look at that excitement. I'm actually really excited for two reasons. One, new stuff finally beginning next week, like we've been talking about for the last couple weeks. The Champ arc is officially starting. If you saw the preview of the episode, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That's the hype that I have inside me right now. But the second reason why I'm hyped is because episode 27 actually went out with quite the bang. Now, I already made a video yesterday, basically summarizing my top flaws with the Resurrection F arc and why I didn't really like it that much. Actually, let me ask you, how did you feel about the entire arc so far, not counting this episode?
Not counting this episode? Oh, that's a tough one because I thought, I just couldn't wait for it to be over, honestly, because it was just like, it was the same thing over again, but with like, just kind of like worse animation, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There was a couple of differences that I did like, you know, Captain Ginyu and all that, but overall, I was just kind of waiting for it to end.
Yep.
But including this episode, I was happy with it. It wasn't slightly different from the movie, so that was like good, but then it was just kind of like, I'm glad it wasn't longer, honestly, and this episode was really good because of all the fighting and all that, and like it did go out with a bang, like
literally went out with a bang.
Literally went out with a bang. I don't want to get too into it because like we can talk about it later, but yeah. I really liked this one a lot.
A lot of people ask me if this episode redeemed the entire arc, and the answer is no, it did not. Now, I really liked it. If I could rank this episode in my entire experience of Super so far, it's probably easily in my top 3 best episodes of Super. It might actually be number 1. It might be better than episode 11 where we saw Goku and Beerus fighting. I actually, you know what? I'm just going to say it. This is my favorite episode so far just because I think it packed enough into one episode. It was great. I love when the explosion happened and it showed it actually happening, which was kind of dark, I gotta admit.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it was kind of dark showing that off. They showed like what Videl and Pan were doing at the time, what 18 and Marin were doing. You know, it just showed the whole world as it exploded. And it was really, really dark. It was unexpected. And I love the beatdown that Vegeta gave to Frieza. I felt it was so satisfying. Like, you could tell that he, like, put out all his frustration that he had in this entire time working for Frieza. Like, he gave him a beating that was a lot better than the movie. Now, up until this point, the movie was a lot better to me than the entire arc so far, but I gotta admit, this ending, to me, was a lot better than what we saw in the Resurrection F. Even though it's the same for the most part, slight differences, I think the execution was a whole lot better. So, big shout out to the team at Toei for going out with a bang with this. But let's talk about a couple extra details. First one I want to talk about is Goten and Trunks. At the very end, there's a quick scene where we see Goten and Trunks talking about, like, if Frieza comes back, I'll slice him in half. And I thought it was kind of funny because they were like, referencing to the point where future Trunks actually sliced Frieza in half and killed him. And everyone was like, what? Did I say something weird? It's funny because he actually killed him like that in the future. And another one I want to bring up is actually the elephant in the room, Gohan.
Yeah.
A lot of people are asking me about this. It's like, what is Gohan going to do? Because he ends the episode with, hey Piccolo, can you train me again? Now, while I really want Gohan, like, you guys don't understand, Gohan is like my second favorite character, or third favorite, up there. Well,
wait, next to who?
Well, it's Beerus, Future Trunks, and then Gohan. Okay. Gohan just goes up and down. Right. Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is probably like my third favorite, but Gohan's character overall, he fluctuates on my list. And I don't think he's gonna do anything. I think that would just add it because he realized that, you know what, I have to do something because, like, what if this happens again? I have to be ready. That's probably why he said what he said. But ultimately, I don't think he's going to do anything in the future of the series, from at least what we're going to see. And the reason why I say that is because, small spoiler, when the tournament starts next in the next arc, he's not even there. He's literally not there. And to those who think, well, can he just show up later? The answer is no, because it took them what? They took half an hour to go from Earth to Beerus' planet, and then 2 hours to go into the unnamed planet. So it's a pretty far distance, and you all know that Gohan can't instant transmission, and I don't think Goku will be able to transmission back to him to pick him up because it's like that far away. So I don't think we'll see Gohan at all in an arc, except for maybe in the end, where it'll just be like the outro, like, oh hey guys, the conference was great. I got the job.
Right?
I don't think he's going to do anything in terms of excitement. I think he just said that just to say it, because like ultimately, if we think about it, after the events of Resurrection F, he realized, oh, I screwed up. I gotta make sure that I'm on the game. So next time I can do something to help out, because Piccolo died because of me. But
and his wife and child died because he wasn't strong enough.
I loved when they reconnected. When he came back, was like, I'm gonna protect you. That felt. I felt that. That was really cool.
I felt it too, and I didn't like it.
And I didn't like it. She doesn't like Fidel. But ultimately, Gohan's not gonna do anything, folks. I wish he would, but it's up to our imagination. Actually,
I
maybe
think there's still a possibility.
There's a possibility.
Because think about it, like, is the manga the same as the anime? Like,
for the most part,
not all the way. Like, who knows? Maybe like they will change it up a little bit.
It's always possible. But I don't want to put my hopes up there, because the problem with Gohan is, and this is something people just don't ever accept in their hearts, Gohan was never meant to be a fighter. I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Z Kai, and literally in the first episode, they ask him, "Hey Gohan, what do you want to do when you're older?" And he says, "I want to be a scholar." Like, ever since he was a kid, he was always meant to be this character that's different from everybody else. Like, Goku's the fighter, Vegeta is also the fighter. Everybody's a fighter. And you have Gohan, who's completely different from the average Saiyan, who gets forced to fight, but he doesn't want to. He clearly doesn't want to fight. From the Saiyan saga to the Frieza saga to the Android saga, even when he was fighting Cell, he did not want to fight. He literally just had to like, hey, I'm good. I don't want to fight. My phone's going off and I can't go over there to turn it off because I'm recording this. Can you not? But my point is even though Gohan had a lot of amazing moments in the series and Dragon Ball, the entire Dragon Ball series, he's never been on the same caliber as like Goku and Vegeta in terms of I'm a fighter.
But in this episode, he does say, like, he reaches out. This is the first time he's ever reached out.
This is a huge character development piece, I'd say. So it's definitely important.
However, it could be like he'll start to train with Piccolo and whatever, and then he'll gradually fall off and go to conferences and stuff. Like, we don't know, but there's that tiny bit of possibility that it could be a little bit different in the anime.
It could also set up the future of the series, because if you guys know, the Champa arc starts immediately. It's literally happening like the next day. Or not like literally, but it's happening very, very soon. For all we know, if Toriyama does do another arc after this, it could maybe evolve Gohan in another way. So let's see what the future holds. Actually, let me ask you guys, what do you guys think is going to be the outcome of Gohan and this mysterious training? Comment it below. One more other thing I'm going to talk about before I forget. One thing that gets mentioned in the series or this episode is when Vegeta first transforms into Super Saiyan, God Super Saiyan, Goku says, unlike me, who had to achieve it through the power of my friends, Vegeta achieved Super Saiyan God on his own, which is interesting, because now it's like, I mean, we obviously we know this by now, but like, it's interesting to see that they actually brought that up now, and now the question gets tossed around again. Well, did Goku become Super Saiyan God because he had absorbed the power from the initial ritual, or did he get a different kind of God key or whatever? But it's been finally stated, like he finally said it right there, that they got it from just pure training, which I guess technically he did as well. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just want to toss it out there because I know it's another important detail that was mentioned. But overall, I gotta say, the Resurrection F arc, I'm so happy it's done. I'm not a big fan of it. But the ending was absolutely incredible. And if you want to see my top 5 reasons why I didn't like the Resurrection F arc, just click the link in the description below. If I forget to link it, which happens all the time, just let me know, tweet me or whatever, comment, and I'll throw it up there. Or just look back on my channel a day ago. But ultimately, this is a great ending, and I'm very, very satisfied at how it ended. By the way, I do want to point out, I heard rumors that the Champa arc is going to have a bigger budget and have a better animation team coming back for it. Because from what I heard, this arc right here was super rushed. It was super rushed. They super rushed it. They didn't really prioritize it as well. On top of that, they didn't really plan that well, which is why the execution was kind of bad. Now, I'm hearing, and again, I can't completely confirm this or not, how legit it is, but I'm hearing that we'll have a better experience with the Champa arc, which is obviously important to all of us because it's new stuff, and it makes me feel a lot better to know that they're kind of focusing on that again. If you look around, even Toei is putting in money in promoting a lot of Dragon Ball Super stuff again, which they kind of dropped off at the Resurrection F arc was like finishing up. So it's looking good, folks. So let's see what happens, what the Champa arc delivers next week. But that's pretty much everything. Do you have anything else you want to add into this?
No.
You missed last week's episode.
I did. I have to actually.
No, you don't want to watch it.
Well, I feel like I have to.
Fine. I'll let you watch it, and then you can tell me how you feel about it. Because last week's episode was kind of. But anyways, let us know your thoughts on what you experienced, what you enjoyed about this episode, what you didn't like as well. I don't know, any kind of feedback, drop it below. And if you enjoyed today's review video, make sure you leave a like right below as well. And other than that, I guess enjoy the rest of your day. This has been Kira back in Rhymestyle, and we'll see you guys next week for the Sean Park. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.